Blake and I'm a makeup artist and I'm here with Jeanette and we are going to show you the green goddess makeup look. The reason I say it in that kind of slightly sultry way is because I feel a lot of people do get scared by a smoky eye, but this is a smoky eye with a difference. We're going to introduce a beautiful khaki green and it's wearable for everyone. So let's get started. So to start off with, I'm going to use the ILLUMA under the eyes. So I just want to get the eyes really super clean and gorgeous. And I'm actually going to go in with two colours because I want to take away a little bit of the darkness with Jeanette, but then lift it with a lighter colour. So I'm going to start off with Chai, and I'm just going to go straight underneath, just in any areas that are maybe a little bit more darkness than normal. And then I'm going to take the flat end of the detailing brush, the slightly bigger one, and I'm just going to blend that into the corner. People always seem to get a little bit of darkness right in the inner corner of the eye, just there. So really make sure that you blend that in with your ring finger to really melt it into the skin. And then I'm just going to carry that on all the way down. This is going to act a bit like a corrector for under the eye, so you're correcting any darkness. But as you can see here, it's very similar to her natural skin tone. So it does correct darkness, but it doesn't lift. So then I'm going to go in with Brulee, which is a shade slightly lighter, and I'm going to lift that whole eye area. Again, taking the same brush, just pat that in, and that just lifts that whole area and just adds a little bit of brightness. I'm now going to go in with a very, very light coating of the Beauty Booster. I just love the Beauty Booster because it's got an SPF in it. I feel like you're covering all areas. You're giving yourself a little bit of coverage. You're lifting the skin. It looks so hydrated and gorgeous once you've put it on, but also you're protecting your skin more to the point. I'm just going to set all of that base now with a little bit of soft focus. It's just simply going to blur any fine lines or anything like that. Just leave your skin looking absolutely gorgeous, but also ready for us to put on bronzers and blushes. So I'm going to go in now and just lift the skin a little bit with a bit of a bronzer, and I'm going to use HAVANA Heat, and I'm going to use the powder brush to do that. Just take a little bit of that, tap it off, and start off on the forehead. So I'm just going to take it a little bit into the hairline. Really make sure you blend it into the hairline as well, because you don't want any gaps at all. And it's just where the sun would naturally hit your forehead. So always across the forehead and on the cheeks. This is not contour, we're just doing a really lovely bronzy skin. Across the nose, bridge of the nose. If you do feel that your under eye concealer, sometimes if you've been away and you haven't had a chance to change your concealer because you got a bit of a tan, I actually love this little trick. Take a little bit of your bronzer and just pat a tiny bit of your bronzer underneath your eyes as well, and that will just kind of bring it back to your normal kind of bronzy shade. Never forgetting underneath the chin, the jaw, never forgetting the little bit under there that never gets any sunshine. So I'm just going to fill in the brows a little bit, just to give a bit more definition. It's very important if you're going to do a smoky eye that the whole eye area is really crisp and clean. So you want really good brows, really good under eye concealer, so you really make the biggest impact when it comes to the smoky eye look. So I'm just going to take a little bit of CAROB through the eyebrows. CAROB's such a great colour because you can also double it up as an eyeliner if you wanted to, or an eyeshadow. So it's a really, really good colour, but it's perfect colour for your eyebrows as well. So to start off with, I'm going to highlight certain areas of the eye. So I'm going to go in with Oatmeal, and I'm going to take the wider end of the flat detailing brush. I'm just going to go underneath the eyebrow very, very gently, just to give a little bit of highlight there. And I'm also going to take that on the inner corner of the eye as well. But it is important to get those little highlighted areas first before you add the smoky look, because otherwise it can go a bit messy. So then I'm going to go in with my fluffy end of my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in with Maca, which is this lovely kind of oatmeal-y, I'd say kind of grey, brown, taupey colour. Let's call it a taupey tone. And this is great because what this is going to do is just contour the eye area. So I'm just going to go in and really sculpt round the eyeball area, kind of mapping out the area of where you want the smokiness to be. I'm now going to go in with Nebula, which is this beautiful kind of khaki green colour, which I absolutely love. And I'm just going to go straight into the middle of the eye area, right onto kind of the eyeball area. With the same colour, just let's show you, I'm going to go underneath as well, same brush. Then go back in with your fluffy eyeshadow brush. Just really make sure it's beautifully blended together. Now I'm going to go in with Silk Gel Eyeliner in Ebony and just look straight up for me. I'm going to go right along the waterline, so hold the eyelid down a little bit. The great thing about this eyeliner is that it's made from plant-derived oil, so it glides onto the skin so beautifully and it just stays put as well. You're not going to smudge or anything like that, but it also doesn't feel harsh on the eye. I'm also going to take this along the lash line, and then I'm going to take that up a little bit into the corner as well. Now you take your liner brush, the angled liner brush, and just go over the top of that. Just blend it in. So if you think you've made a mistake, that's absolutely fine, not a problem. Just blend it in. That's the gloriousness of having a smoky eye. Then I'm going to go back in with my nebula. Just go underneath. And the same with the top. Just brush all of that together. So I'm now going to add some mascara, and I'm going to go in with the black fixing gel. It has to be black if you're going to go smoky and dramatic. I think it looks great. Just look straight up for me. It looks great. It doesn't look too shocking. And you know, you've already done a black eyeliner, so put quite a lot on the bottom because I think it looks nice having a nice full lash on the bottom. Give that a few minutes to dry and then do a really good coating of the fixing gel on the top lashes as well. And obviously for more drama, we're going to add some fibres to the top lashes. Mainly concentrate on kind of the outer part of the eye. And make sure you really hit the tips of the lashes as well, because that's where it's going to give you the extension. And then go back in with your fixing gel just to set it all. Now to clean up under the eye, if you just take your finger and do that, you're going to get a smudge. So that's a bit of a nightmare. So what I tend to do is take a little bit of the Beauty Booster on a sponge. So you're kind of adding product rather than taking it away. So you're also taking away a mistake, but you're adding. So take a little bit of the Beauty Booster, then just simply go over the top of where there's been any droppage from any eyeshadow. So basically you're not left with any patchiness on the skin. I find that if you take a makeup remover or tonic or anything like that and you try to remove it, you then get patchiness, whereas if you just go over it with a product, it actually looks really gorgeous and clean. Right, now we have both eyes done. I'm going to add a little bit of highlight just to kind of give an extra bit of glow. So I'm going to take the rose gold highlighter and just pop that on the top parts of the cheek. The great thing about the rose gold is it's got this beautiful kind of pinky, corally tone to it. So it actually acts as a blush as well, which is just beautiful. And for the lips for this look, you want to keep it quite neutral. So we're going to go with Coral Crush, and this is a lip glaze. And it's got a slight bit of shimmer to it, so it will just again give a little bit of a fuller look to the lips because of that gorgeous kind of little iridescent sparkle that happens to be in it as well. And I just love this kind of corally colour. You don't want to go too crazy with lips when you've got a smoky eye, because you want the main focus to be all about the eyes. But I do feel a little colour like this is perfect just to complete the green goddess look. So with everything complete, and we've obviously taken out the hair so it looks super gorgeous, I'm just going to add a little bit of soft focus powder, just those areas that I don't want to be too shiny. So forehead, around the nose area, and obviously on the chin. And a little bit just under the eyes, because you want to make sure that's really clean under there. And there you have it, a beautiful green goddess look.